everybody, Cindy Utter here with My Artsy Endeavors. How are we doing today? I'm actually doing pretty good. We are going to be doing another Pick 10 with the Art Junkie. Now the last time I did a Pick 10 I used this Mixed Media Inspiration deck, and this time I have another set of, sorry I have to turn the music down in my ear, I can't hear myself talk. I have another set. This is, I found this, I don't know, at some thrift shop, and I loved it. It just was so pretty, and then I found this blue feather. Here we go, I'm getting off on, you know, squirrel. So I stuck that in here. But anyways, what this is I have two different sets of popsicle sticks here. This one is actually for journaling. Your wildest dream, what era would you like to have lived in, when I'm happy, funniest thing I did, saw, or heard. This is for journaling. If I get stuck when I'm writing in my journal, I grab one of these and I'm like, oh, that works. Okay, so I just keep those in there with that feather. Now the other set is for art, and it's pretty much the same as these, only it's done on a popsicle stick instead of a card. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick 10 of these, and we're going to start off. Actually, let me do this. Let me take them out of the rubber band. Alright, so I'm not looking, I'm looking up. There's one. Set them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, I can't see. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so we've got 10 sticks out. So I'm going to put these back in the little container they go in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them all over. We're going to mix them all up, and then here we go. We're going to start with our 10 steps. So, here they are. Let's start. This is the journal that I showed you before, and this is last month's 10 steps. So now we're going to do this month's. Oop, that's got a bump there, so we're going to put that down in there so I don't feel that bump. Let's grab, let's throw things around over here. Grab something just to put behind this page here. Alright, so let's start with step 1. What do we have? Emboss something. Okay. I guess that pretty much opens it wide up, doesn't it? Let's see. What are we going to emboss? First thing I picked out of my stamps is butterflies. Alright, so let's emboss some butterflies. We've got that one. Let's do a couple small ones maybe. There we go. There's 3 different butterflies we're going to emboss. So let me get my embossing stuffs out and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I've got my stuff out. Now, what I'm going to say is, because there is a possibility that you've never done embossing or you don't have the embossing stuff to do it. So what I'm going to say is, if you can't emboss something, just go ahead and use a stamp, and maybe stamp in colored inks if you have them. If not, just do a stamp in a black. I mean, we have to make this reasonable for some people that don't have embossing stuff or have never embossed before. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I've got Versamark. It's a watermark stamp, and what you do is you take your stamp and you put it in this Versamark. Okay. My stamp doesn't want to stick to my block today. I don't know if it's my block is dirty or if my stamp is dirty. Let's see. Clean them both now. Let's stick you back on there. Okay, I think it was my, no. Alright. So anyways, you put that on your Versamark, and then we're going to stamp it right here. Just get a nice even stamp. Okay, and what it does is it leaves like this light mark. Can you see it? Alright, so that's stamped. Put it on this little tray. This is embossing powder. This is black sparkle. And what you do is you put your black sparkle all over your stamp. Okay. Just make sure we got it on there. And then I just kind of tip it off. And I do it in this little tray because that way I can take the leftovers and put it back in my jar. Now I use this makeup brush to not take it off the wrong spots. If something happens, you take it off, just put it back on, like I just did. What I want to do is there's just a little bit here on the outside that I don't want embossed. Okay, and then what you do is you take your embossing tool or your heat gun. I have found that the Ranger heat guns, I notice, don't work as well with this as these do. I like this type of an embossing tool to use. Okay, and what we're going to do is heat it up. Alright, sorry about that. I had to grab the phone real quick. Alright, so see what it does is when you heat it, it makes this glossy, I don't know how to explain it. It's embossed. It's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other two butterflies that I have here. And I actually changed one of them out because I was like, I like these two. So I'm going to go ahead and again put it on my Versa ink. Stamp it on the page. Make sure I have a nice solid stamp mark, which I do. Alright, put these back in my butterflies. Cover this up. Put it back. Let's see. Take my embossing powder on my little tray here, which I dumped it all back in. And we're going to spill it back out again and just cover up our butterflies. I always use enough so that I make sure that they're well coated. Okay. And then we're going to take our heat gun again. And we are going to melt these. And what will happen, you'll see as it starts to melt, it gets shiny. And you have to be careful because if you hold this straight on, you very well possibly could start the paper on fire. But you guys know that. These heat guns are really, really hot. Alright, so those two are embossed. I'm going to let that go ahead and cool down. I'm going to take the rest of my embossing powder and put it back into the jar. Again, I'm going to use this makeup brush just to get the stragglers. These trays are really inexpensive. I think they're like $1, maybe $2 at the store, so it's great to have those trays to use. Alright, so we're going to put our embossing stuff away. I've got it all here in a little drawer. Okay, that fits down on. Okay, so that's done. So step number 1 is done. We embossed something. We haven't done anything on our page yet, but we've embossed something. So we'll probably use these on the page. I'm just not sure when or how. Alright, so let's go on to, let me bring it back out a little bit. Okay, what am I doing? Something's up. Hold on just a second. Alright, so we did emboss something. Now, number 2 is draw something. What are we going to draw? Let's grab a pencil. What are we going to draw? Let me think about this. I got to figure out what I'm going to draw. Alright, so I've decided here's what I'm going to draw. I have this book. It's called the Pocket Fashion Drawing Book. And my sister got it for me, I think last year for Christmas. And what I love about it is it gives me such cool ideas on girls and faces and whatever. So I'm going to draw one of these girls here. And I have found as long as I have a reference, I can kind of make it look like it, you know, should. So let's go ahead. This is a General's Sketch Wash. So that means it's going to smear, which I'm all good with that. And I'm just going to start drawing. Let's see what we can draw. And I'm not really going to worry about specifics. We're just going to... I need an eraser. That I do need. I wonder if this will erase. Let's find out. Where is my eraser? Don't ever put your eraser in the bottom of your thing. It's a pain in the butt to get to it. So I just want to, yeah, it'll erase. It's good. I'm not looking for perfection. I just want to draw something, like it says. So that's what I'm doing. So we are doing exactly what it says. We're going to draw something. Let's see, we've got to have her here. Alright, so we've got this lovely girl here. Let's... Alright, so we drew her. I'm sure we're going to be doing a lot more, so this is just a basic outline for us to use. Alright. I don't like how that looks so square down here. So we're just going to kind of... Alright. Not worried about her face. I'm sure we're going to put detail and whatever in a bit, I hope. Alright, so let's see. We did number 2, which is draw something. Number 3 is... It says modeling paste through a stencil. I don't know what that says. Fluid painter? I don't know. Modeling paste through a stencil. So let's do that. Let's grab a stencil or 2. And we're going to do some modeling paste. Like this one. And let's see. I think we're just going to use that one. Let's start with that. Oh, I like this one. Let's get out our modeling paste. I've got some Deco Art modeling paste, and at this point I'm going to leave it clear, or white I should say, because I'm sure I'll be putting some, find my right palette knife. There we go. And we're going to put some modeling paste through our stencil. Going to make some texture. I do like the Deco Art modeling paste. It's very workable. I enjoy using it. Alright, so there's that one. Now we're just going to do some, let's do some circles on her dress. I should have done this first, huh? Okay. Okay. So we've got some modeling paste through a stencil. What's next? Number 4, shapes, doodle patterns inside shapes. Wonder if I'm ever going to put any paint on this. Alright, so we're going to doodle some shapes. Let me dry this up first before I really mess up this modeling paste. I'll be right back. Alright, so we got to do some shapes and doodle some patterns. So I'm going to use the same. And Doodle some patterns inside, huh? Alright, so we got a couple shapes. I'm not gonna, well, maybe a little doodle. This is not perfectly dry, so I'm not gonna doodle on that right now. Let's see what's next. Actually, I want to do another of this shape right here. Should be interesting to see what this page turns out like. I'm hoping at one point I can put some paint on. Right now I'm just doing what it says. That was number 4, shapes and doodle pattern inside. Number 5, add numbers to the art. We can do that. Let me figure out how I'm going to. Hold on. Alright, just because I want to get some color on here, I'm going to add numbers to my art. So let's just, these are just, it says Horizon Group USA. I don't even know where I got these. They're just some colored pencils. So we're just going to put some numbers in our art. Oops. My modeling paste is still not dry. Alright, so I added some numbers to my art. Let's see what's next. Add a silhouette. Guess what? She's going to become a silhouette. Yay! We get to add some paint. So I'm going to add a silhouette. I'm going to do her in black gesso. Oh, we're going to silhouette her. So I'm just going to take some black gesso and a small paintbrush, and we're going to get her covered. Whoops. I still have 4 left. I got to move my sticks so they're not in my way. Okay, so we're going to make her our silhouette. Just going to make her our silhouette. And you know what? I don't think she's going to be a solid silhouette either. I want to see some of that texture that's in her gown. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just enjoying Just having fun playing. Just enjoying playing with in my journal and just relaxing, listening to some music. Today it's country, some days it's jazz, some days it's like a spa radio type. It just depends on the mood I'm in. Like I said, today is I'm gonna have to do her whole body, aren't I? Yeah, because that's what a silhouette is. Alright, we're gonna do her whole body. It just depends on what mood I'm in as to what music I listen to. You know, I don't want to do this solid black, so I'm actually not going to. That paintbrush just needs help. I'm going to try a different paintbrush. That one just needs some help. So I don't want to do her solid, I really don't. So we're just going to do her outline pretty much solid and make sure we know that she's supposed to be a gal here in a gown, right? Make sure we have both arms in here. One looks a little bit heavier, but it's closer, right? That's my excuse. So okay. Let's just get her so she looks like she has a face. Close enough, right? I really hope I get to add more color to this page. But if not, hey, it is what it is. We're doing our pick 10 here. Right? And I only want to do the 10 prompts. So I just think that's very interesting to try to make a cohesive picture out of the 10 prompts. Alright, so we did a silhouette. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 says, draw or paste a self-portrait. I'm definitely not drawing one. I probably could find a picture of me that I could put maybe my face on her. Alright, let me see if I can find that. Alright, so I found a small picture of me that I just cut off another picture. And what I'm going to do, I know it's going to look kind of funny, but it's the only angle I have. So, oh dear. Doesn't say I have to see it, right? It just says draw or paste a self-portrait. We're gonna just paste this puppy down. This is, I believe, a clear Martha Stewart glue. Let's stick her down here. I'm down here on the dress. Alright, I didn't like the way it looked on the face, so I'm on there. Now hopefully I'll be able to cover her up soon. Hang on. So that's dry, or that's done. Number 7. Yay! Use a sponge or makeup wedge, dab paint at random places. So, yay! Let's get out my sponges. Let's see, we're going to use some makeup sponges and dab paint. So let's use some light colors today. Let's go with, here's like a light yellow. This is a Naples yellow. We're going to use some of that. And let's use maybe a light pink. We'll use some of this. What else color do we have here? Maybe a little bit of a darker pink. Okay. So here we go. Now we get to play and paint. So let's have fun. Let's start out with the yellow. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit of white gesso to this yellow. We still have to get these embossed things on here, which we will. Just want to get this yellow on here. Some of this Naples yellow. Alright, and I want to get, here's another makeup sponge. I want to put some of this pink in. And what I've done is I've just put some out on my palette here. Some of this pink and red. Just kind of mixing it a little bit with the white. We're going to do this kind of around the outside. More here, the pink, and I want a little bit more white. Alright, so we're just adding random paints. Just enjoying. Okay, so let's get some more of this yellow, some of that white. This is kind of random, right? Alright, so there's our paint. I'm going to hold off for now doing anything more with that. Let's see what number 9 is. Add ephemera. Well, guess what? This is going to be some ephemera. Now, we'll also go ahead and I'll look at some book text. You know what? I think what I'll do is I'll grab some book or dictionary text, and I'm going to cut these out. Not perfect, just there's going to be a white line around the edge. That's okay. I'll get these put down on some book text. Maybe we'll add some color to our book text, and then we'll add our ephemera, and we'll also incorporate, I can't use big words. We're going to add these butterflies also. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me cut these all out. Let me get them cut out. I'll get the book text, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got these cut out, and I've got this piece of book text here. And I'm just going to add some random paint to it, a little bit here and there. Okay. And we're just going to dry it up real quick. Alright, then we're going to glue these onto this book text. Alright, so we've got these glued down. I'm going to dry these up, tear them out, and we're going to get them put on our page. Let me dry them up and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got these dry. So I'm going to tear them out. I don't want them to be perfect because we're adding ephemera. Alright, we're going to add one. Not sure where yet, but we're going to add them. You know what, we might use a couple pieces of these scraps. That one's going to go right there to cover up my face. Alright, so let's add our ephemera. Let's start with this one. We're going to cover up my face. Bye-bye. We know it's there, right? We did our step. It's there. Okay, I just want to throw some more of this on here. Just so we're adding ephemera. Okay, and then we're just going to add some more of these little bits and pieces here. Just because I want to. I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so we're adding our ephemera. Don't know what's next, but we will find out here shortly. Alright, so we've got our ephemera added. And our last one is number 10. Use tag, label, or envelope. I actually think I have a tag that might work on this page. Alright, let me grab a tag. I'll be right back. Alright, so it says use a tag, label, or envelope. And I'm actually going to use a tag. This is a tag that I made quite a while ago. Actually not too far, in July. And it just says creative license, and it's got a little girl on it. And I thought that would be really cool to put right here. So what I'm going to do is actually tape it in. And I'm going to use my little tiny wicked tape here. Come on, if I can find the end. There it is. This red tape. I love this red tape. It will hold anything down. So I'm gonna just put a couple strips. I got it over the edge, that's alright. Put a couple strips of this tape on it. And take off the red paper. And actually I think it's kind of cool because, you know, it says creative license. And really, what is the Pick 10? But a creative license to use our imaginations and create, right? So here we go. Here is our Pick 10 for this month. I was kind of worried about it as to how it was going to turn out because we didn't do any painting until toward the end. But I really like it. It's very simple. It's not, you know, anything crazy special, but it was fun. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please definitely share with us what you create. We would love to see it. As always, be kind, have fun. That's what life's all about. And happy creating. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.